Residents die this weekend in separate vehicle crashes. Details ahead. Danielle?
If you're out of a job, the Saliba Center wants to help you find one. I'll have that for you coming up.
And a local group is helping families share their grief about lives taken too soon. Stay with us. News 4 starts now.
From your hometown news leader, this is WTVY News 4 at 5.
October is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. A local group provides an outlet for families so they don't have to grieve in silence. News 4's Demetria McClinton has been following this story today. She joins us live from our studio with more. Demetria?
Vanessa, as of today, Empty Arms Support Group is the only pregnancy loss support group in the Wiregrass. I had a chance to sit down with the founding members to discuss life after loss.
Mary Hart Boykin.
I think we go our whole lives trying to find or achieve that closure. It's certainly different for everyone who experiences a loss. I myself lost my daughter 3.5 years ago, and it's still an ongoing healing process.
I don't think there's ever any closure. I just think you learn how to move on without that child.
But moving on isn't always an easy process, which is why these founders created Empty Arms.
People do push this under the rug. They either don't want to hear it or they don't want to share.
Empty Arms hopes to serve as a mediator between hospitals and their families. Doctors estimate more than 1 million pregnancies end in miscarriages.
I lost my daughter, October Blessing, last year. She was stillborn. The cause of death was due to the umbilical cord wrapped around her head and her neck.
Like most parents, Mathis and Quinn carry photos of their children. Although disturbing to some, they say it's their way of healing.
I am very open. I don't mind sharing my story.
Many health insurance policies don't cover miscarriages. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs revised a bill in 2008 to include coverage for stillborn children. Prior to the revision, only children who died shortly after birth were covered.
There's not anyone that doesn't know someone that's been affected by the loss of a child, whether that child is 1 day old, 10 years old, or 60 years old.
They reach out to me and they tell me that they cry, that they're glad that someone is doing this in the area.
Instead of picking out baby clothing for their children, these women were planning a funeral for their child before they were even born. Vanessa?
Thanks a lot for that report, Demetria. An Empty Arms Support Group plans to open a memorial park in the near future. Each deceased child will have their name engraved on the ground.